much better. Today, I'll be ranking all of the interesting tactics Battlefield 2042 has to offer in a tier list. Some are really bad, some are really good, and just like this game, many are pretty scuffed.
Oh my god.
We'll start at the bottom, at F tier, and move all the way up to S tier. But, before we get into the list, you must be curious about my opinion on the game itself. Well, I think many of us would be in agreement. Yes, the game is broken. Yes, the game is unfinished. And yes, it probably should have been delayed. But an experienced bean beret such as yourself will not see this as a bad thing. In this chaos, you will see opportunity. You will see things that can be exploited. And today, we will be doing exactly that. So, let us begin. And starting us off, once again, we have the long-range sniper. Last video, these guys were at the bottom of the list, and here they are, yet again. If I go ahead and search long-range sniper in my YouTube comments, you'll see a bunch of whiny bitches claiming that it's about aim, and that their KD is high, or that snipers are meant to be in the backline, because that's what they do in real life. Yeah, Battlefield. Just like real life. Give me a fucking break. No. Using a sniper rifle in this game is actually quite fun. So why you would choose to go way beyond what is a reasonable range is completely beyond me. You can't even spot people at that distance, and you don't even get a bonus for shooting them in the head. F tier. Next up, Raid Shadow Legends. I am not joking, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, the greatest RPG PvP mobile game to ever exist. In a world Shadow Legends, there exists a whole bunch of angry people, a whole 600 different champions. Do you think I can count that high? No chance, buddy. There are big boys. There's this guy, there's Alexander Kostiliev, superstar Counter-Strike player from Team Navi. More on him later. And best of all, you can download it for free with the link in the description. What do I like most about this game? 1. Women. 2. Running into a dungeon and assaulting the local orcs. 3. Pilfering ancient places artifacts for 23 XP. And 4. PvP battles made to prove that I am better than you. I am raiding a dungeon. I am getting eaten by a massive dragon. This happens on a shockingly regular basis. Now, gentlemen, the most exciting news ever for Raid Shadow Legends. A brand new boss. He's big. He's wild. It's the Hydra with 6 heads. He wants to enter your house. Head of Suffering, Head of Blight, Head of Torment, Head of Mischief, Head of Decay, and Head of Wrath. That's a lot of heads, but does it give good head? Only one way to find out. And gentlemen, do you like Counter-Strike? Well, guess what, idiots? There he is, the greatest Counter-Strike player of all time. Simple as a guy with a bow. You must act fast. After January 28, 2022, you can no longer require Navi Superstar Simple. There's never been a better time to get started. Click the link in the description or scan this rapidly moving QR code to get Epic Champion Burgers, 200,000 silver, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon your local Unky J Derek. Wait a minute, I mean awesome champions as soon as you get in game. How do you get all this awesome loot? Tap right here. Once you're in, you can find me in-game under the name Martincitopants, and if you're fast, you can join my clan. And it's that easy. Just click the link in the description, and I'll see you in-game. Next up, Revolutions. Yeah. If you aren't aware, in Battlefield 4, there were several map-changing events that were really cool. Often they did actually make the map worse, but the fact that you as a player could make an impact on how the map is played is pretty awesome. Now all we get in this game is this shitty antenna tower. Incredible. Shoot the supports and it falls down. All these signs. Blow them up and they fall down. Or the side of the ship, interact with these two things and it opens up. It's just lame. Battlefield 4, a game that is 8 years old and also released in a completely buggy mess, still managed to figure out massive scale destruction. And this game just has this. It's kind of just sad. F tier. For another item that's not just kinda sad, but really sad, we have C5 launching. Wow. For those who don't know, in Battlefield 4, you could set off a bunch of C4 underneath a friendly vehicle and send them absolutely flying. In the build-up to the release of 2042, they showed this in the advertising material for Battlefield Portal. And on release, we got this.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh wow.
Oh fuck,
You went up hopping like what, 20 feet? Nice.
Are you fucking kidding me? It was literally in the trailer. What the fuck? Ah! F tier. And for our final F tier item, drum roll please. Hazard Zone. In its current state. It is just plain boring. What is the point? playing Hazard Zone is a complete waste of time. For those who don't know, Hazard Zone is in a similar vein to games like Escape from Tarkov. Basically, you insert it as a character of your choosing, pick a loadout, shoot a bunch of AI, maybe shoot some players, extract, and that's it. All of it. There's no base building, nothing to work towards, no special unlocks, nothing. Basically, there is no reason at all to play this mode, at least in its current state. I wanted to get a clip of us winning a game of Hazard Zone, but I just couldn't. Not because our aim was bad, or our positioning was bad. No. We couldn't win a game of Hazard Zone because we couldn't fucking play one. Every time we queued up, we'd get into this screen, someone would get booted, and then we'd return to the menu. F tier. Starting us off with D tier, we have the hacker man, Rao. As you can probably guess, he can hack stuff. Now, I do think there's some potential with this ability, but in its current form, hacking is pretty bad. On paper, it sounds alright. Hack an enemy vehicle to disable the HUD, disable countermeasures, and disable weapons for about 10 seconds. You can also hack enemy players to disable their HUD and spot their teammates nearby. But it has a major drawback. Hacking stuff takes around 5 seconds to complete, and during this painfully long window, you just sat there with no weapons, watching your finger go beep 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 boop 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 in line of sight of a dangerous enemy vehicle. One strategy I did try was hacking helicopters. This disables their flares, which means I can shoot it down with an AA missile. Problem is, the helicopter gets a warning that it's being hacked, so it just flies away. Hacking tanks is also kinda useless, because once it's hacked, what do you do now? If you want to run up to it and throw some C5, it can just drive away. And like, what was stopping you from C5ing it in the first place? Kinda dumb. If DICE is listening, I reckon a fun thing that hacking could do would be randomizing the movement keys for vehicles. It would create a lot of confusion, and be kinda funny. D tier. AT mines. Boring. The most fun I had with AT mines was using them like C5 and throwing them literally on top of enemy vehicles. Have an AT mine! Yes! Yeah, sure, they're a little bit better than Battlefield 4's AT mines since you can throw them horizontally just a little bit. But come on. They're AT mines. D tier. Armor plates. Boring! Wow. Amazing. I can take 1, maybe 2 extra bullets. Very fun. I don't understand. Why does every FPS game have to be Warzone? In this clip, I place in a plate, a helicopter strafes me, and I survive on a sliver of health. Yeah, sure, it's probably pretty good, but like, I've never been in a situation where I thought to myself, damn, I really need to run armor plates right now. Yeah, sure, they're probably really good. They're just boring. D tier. Next up, a not boring, fun, but not particularly effective strategy. Rushing the enemy spawn on a VTOL as soon as the map starts. You'll probably only survive 10 seconds, but oh my god, the sheer volume of ants to shoot is a sight you really must see. As soon as the game starts, jump into a VTOL with some friends, look for the helicopters that drop all the infantry off, fly towards them, get a few kills, and then die. Pretty fun, but also dumb. D tier. So, you can use a rocket launcher to kill tanks. We all know that. But in this game, you can also just use a regular gun with armor-piercing rounds. That's right, these rounds allow you to slightly damage tanks and other vehicles directly with small arms fire. I managed to unlock it for the PKP machine gun, which can hold 100 AP rounds. I did the same with 3 friends, and we ran around like idiots shooting tanks with our guns. I thought this strategy would be pretty good, since 4 people lasering a tank with AP rounds would surely do a lot of damage. But no. The damage was very disappointing, only doing about 1/5 of a tank's health after dumping 100 rounds into it. Interesting concept, but not that good. D tier. Starting us off for C tier, killing people with backblast. Fun fact about rocket launchers, they shoot a rocket out of this end, and to propel it forwards they shoot lots of hot gas out of this end. As it turns out, this gas is very dangerous, and surprisingly, Battlefield 2042 models that in-game. So they bothered adding that little Anyway, we can use this knowledge to perform some pretty funny stuff. In this clip, I swooped down onto this roof with a guy on it, ran up next to him, spun around 180 degrees, and sent him away. Not effective, but very funny. C tier. Now, next up, the Specialist Pike. Now, initially, I thought she was really good, perhaps even overpowered. But, it turns out, she's not. She's got this pretty neat ability where you gain temporary wall hacks. Sounds powerful, and is powerful, but it has one glaring weakness. When you use it, you get spotted. And not just in a small range. No. Literally everyone on the enemy team can now see where you are on the minimap, and a convenient big-ass diamond is put above your head. Why? I don't understand the design decision here. The wall hack isn't even that powerful. Off like 1 microsecond and the enemy can see what they're doing. Knowing this, if you ever see this at the bottom of your screen, look at the minimap to know exactly where the sneaky pike may be. C tier. Bot servers. Holy shit. These aren't particularly exciting, but they do make for very easy grinding. Remember how I said I unlocked the AP rounds with 3 friends? Well, to do that normally, I'd need to kill over 200 people per person. That would take forever, so instead you can just kill bots. Now bots are completely brain dead. The catch is that after 350 kills, they no longer count for anything. But 350 kills is just about all the attachments for any gun. I found the easiest way to kill bots was to fire up Kaleidoscope on Breakthrough. You cap the first 2 points, and then you need to cap the flag on the skyscraper. As it turns out, this is more or less impossible for your team's bots to do on their own, so you're free to go up there, run behind the elevator, and pro next to these pipes. I'm not sure why, but the enemy bots have no idea how to deal with you, and you're free to rack up as many kills as possible. In one game of doing this, I got all of these attachments. Pretty dumb, but you might as well take advantage of it. C tier. Next in our list, Dozer. This guy. He's got some good resistance against explosive damage, and has this, a ballistic shield. Now, I was under the impression that the ballistic shield would be pretty shit like it is in Battlefield 4, but it's actually pretty fun. For one, you can sprint with the shield, and it's still pointed towards the enemy. It can magically reflect bullets right back at people, and best of all, it's a one-hit kill if you wax on with it. These 3 things combined make sprinting at people pretty funny, and could result in you getting a few kills here and there. In this clip, this guy sees me, pulls out his rocket launcher, shoots me in the feet, I don't die because of the explosive resistance, and then I bop him on the head. C tier. And finally, for our last item in C tier, the tuk-tuk. In my playtime of this game, I've managed to run over 2 people with it. It's very weak, it's very slow, but most importantly, it's very fun. C tier. Gentlemen, we've arrived at B tier. And to start off B tier, we have Dog. Robot Dog. The robot dog. If you ever come across an enemy robot dog, you'd know that they are incredibly annoying. You can dump an entire mag into them, and they'll still be there, just chilling. There's really no downside to calling in a dog if it's available, and if you're lucky, it might even get a few kills. B tier. Now, as we all know, I love stabbing people in the neck, looking them in the eyes, and softly whispering in their ear as life slowly drains from them. Sleep. Sleep. I'm sure you do too, and this tactic is exactly that. Melee only. In this game, stabbing people is quite fun. It kinda looks like punching people in the head, which, as you can see in this clip, I enjoy very much. Fucking just stab him in the head! Just stab him in the head! Just stab him in the head! Why is it not hitting?
Simply stab him.
Just stab him in the head! For optimal stabbage, I'd recommend running Sundance, wingsuiting around, sticking a spawn beacon behind somewhere cheeky, and attacking people from the rear. B tier. Next, we've got Irish. Who isn't Irish? He's a former US Marine, fighting against the US as the Russians. Oh, yep. He's got this wall thingy and this trophy system that can destroy projectiles. These walls are actually really good, especially because you can see through them without getting shot through them. He's not particularly exciting, he isn't Irish, but he's pretty good. B tier.
I was born on a Dublin street where the lion...
And for the last B tier item, we've got the Lat V4 Recon. Now, the default loadout on this thing is okay, but doesn't really live up to its true potential. Once you get enough kills with the minigun, you unlock the 30mm cannon. Now this thing is incredibly busted. This is how it's meant to be done. Tearing across the massive sand dunes of Doha, blasting the shit out of anything that moves is truly something you must experience for yourself. B tier. Moving up to A tier, we begin with the hovercraft. Yep, the vehicle everyone and their dog has been complaining about. Honestly, as far as OP vehicles go, it's okay. It's pretty strongly armored, has a good minigun, is very fast, it's very difficult to drive, but most importantly, it can do this. Honestly, DICE, if you're listening, please keep this. It's fun. Get 'em, boys! A tier. Next, we've got 2 characters that share the same niche, Falk and Angel. These 2 are both medic-style characters that support your teammates. Falk can heal teammates and revive them to full health, and Angel can give people armor and ammo. I'd say Angel is a bit better, but they're more or less the same. Oh, and also, Angel's voice lines at the end of the game are comically bad.
Yeah, Angel does it again.
Wow. Good one. A tier. Boris. Next, we've got Boris. His whole thing is that he has a sentry gun. When placed down, it automatically spots enemies and shoots them. But this is not the best part. The best part about the sentry gun is that it gives you wall hacks. Once the sentry detects an enemy, it outlines them in a convenient angry red color. Unlike Pike's wall hack thing, it actually lasts for quite a while, and in the meantime, the sentry can also just shoot them by itself. Not only is this pretty powerful, but it's also quite fun. Why did it blow up? A tier. Next, combining tracking grenades with AA missiles. For those who don't know, the character Sundance has this, the grenade belt. One of the grenades on this belt is this, the anti-armor grenade. These are meant to be used against tanks or other armored vehicles, but as anyone who's used these things for more than 2 minutes would tell you, they prefer to instead track helicopters like 4, 5, fucking 600 meters away. Why? There's a tank right there, helicopters up there. We can use this to our advantage. You see, the grenades are slow and almost never hit helicopters, but they do cause the incoming missile alert to be tripped. Anyone who knows what they're doing in an air vehicle knows that this instant incoming missile means it's an anti-armor grenade, and they won't flare since it's not going to hit, and that'll just waste their flares. Now here's where the mischief comes in. Throw the anti-armor, pull out your AA missile, and shoot at the helicopter immediately. There's nothing to tell the pilot about multiple incoming missiles, so more often than not, they won't flare, and the missile will hit. A tier. Next, this gun, the SVK. I suspected DICE would nerf this gun into oblivion when the game first released, because it was that good. They definitely have nerfed it, but it is still very powerful. Basically, this gun is a DMR that can kill in 2 shots. All the other DMRs in this game kill in 3 or more, so 2-shot kill is pretty ridiculous. Not to mention, I went on this hardcore server one time where everyone had 60 HP, and the gun was able to one-shot everyone. Just fucked. A tier. And finally, the vehicle calling system. Many times I've had this exact problem. I've captured an objective, shot a bunch of dudes, and everyone's dead. Now what? I don't really want to run all the way to the next objective. That would take forever. So instead, I whip out my tablet and call in a recon vehicle. This system is pretty great, and allows for some extra spicy stuff, like calling in big vehicles on top of skyscrapers. Seeing as there's no more C4 launching, this is the only way you can do this now. A tier. We're done with A tier, now begins the truly great strategies. You may remember in my Battlefield 4 video, I mentioned using the jet as a battering ram and smashing into the enemy at incredible speed. This item was placed nicely in C tier. Not particularly effective, but definitely pretty fun. Well, in 2042 it's gotten significantly better because of one simple change. You see, when the game starts, everyone is forced to spawn in. If you're in a vehicle, you'll get spawned in that, but if you don't choose anything, you get dropped in on a helicopter as infantry. Most people find this quite annoying, but I like it for one main reason. These little ants the helicopters drop off are our targets. As soon as you can, grab the jet, wait for the game to start, locate the boys, and plunge into victory. Let's go! In this clip, I managed to kill 13 unsuspecting ants with this dumbass strategy. S tier. Proximity sensors. I know what you might be thinking. Proximity sensors? Really? Yes. But not for their advertised purpose. Proximity sensors are grenades that work by spotting enemies in a short radius. These were in BF4, but are so boring that I didn't even include them on the list at all. But in 2042, they are much, much better for one simple reason. If someone you spotted is killed, then you get the assist. This means if you throw your proximity sensor in a densely packed area, say a flag on breakthrough, then everyone that it spots will be shown on the map, and once they die, are given to you as an assist. These bad boys will net you #1 squad and most kills and assists with some consistency. DICE recently nerfed proximity sensors quite a bit, which is unfortunate, but they're still pretty great. S tier. Now for our first S tier character, we have McKay, the dude with the grappling hook. McKay is an expert at the hit game Above Us. I'm sure many of you saw this coming, and for good reason, because grappling hooks are cool. There are almost endless situations where getting above the enemy would give you a massive advantage, and the grappling hook lets you do exactly that with ease. His passive ability is also pretty great, increased aimed out sight movement speed. Here's the normal speed, and here's McKay. I can't tell you how many times this has saved me, simply because he's so goddamn quick. The only drawback of running with K is that his voice lines are really obnoxious.
Come on. This is too easy. Ooh, sorry. I mean, I am as shocked as you.
Oh my god, just shut up! S tier.
Come on.
Casper. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Casper? Really? He's better than Boris and his sentry gun? Yes, but it's not immediately obvious why. Casper has two signature abilities, a dude detection thingy on the bottom of your screen that tells you if dudes are nearby, and the drone. The first ability is honestly kinda crap, but the drone, oh boy. Now if you use Casper the intended way, I would say that he's probably about C tier at best, but the drone can be so much more. You see, this little drone can not only spot people, which is sorta useful, but it can also disable tanks and other vehicles with its EMP pulse thing. From experience, this is really annoying, but this would only put him in about B tier, maybe A tier. The most fucked thing about this drone is that it can carry C5. Enough C5 to destroy a tank instantly. Bah! And the best part is, you don't even need to trigger the C5 yourself. By ramming into the tank, it sets it off automatically and destroys the vehicle instantly. What the hell? This fucking stupid tactic easily makes Casper the best anti-tank specialist in the entire game. I mean seriously, what can they do? It's such a small drone that tanks pretty much never see it coming, and even if they do, what are they going to do? Shoot it down? No. I honestly don't see this being in the game for very long, so use it while you can before DICE patches it out. S tier. For another anti-tank weapon, the NTW-50. Sundance. Ooh! This gun is just plain sick. It fires this big-ass bullet that can one-hit people in the body at considerable range, given they aren't wearing armor. Now that's what armor's good for. Stopping people from using this incredibly niche and difficult-to-use weapon from killing them. This gun, oh my. The sounds. The weight. It's just so cool. As a gun, it's okay. If you ignore the slow bullet velocity, slow aimed out sight speed, slow walking speed while aimed out sight, very slow reload speed, okay, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to use, but oh man, hitting nasty shots with this thing is the most satisfying thing in the entire game. Not to mention that once you get 120 kills, you unlock the AP rounds. These are also pretty insane and can kill hovercraft and other light vehicles in only a few shots. Very fun gun. If you really want to go for gold, I'd recommend using the NTW-50 and the revolver. The revolver can one-shot people in the head, and the NTW can one-shot people everywhere else. S tier. Next, the final character. One you've probably been waiting for the entire video. Sundance, aka the Squirrel Woman. Holy shit, the wingsuit is incredible. Even if she had no other abilities, the wingsuit would easily put her in S tier. Not only is it fun, but it's the best way of sneaking around, traversing, and just playing the game in general. I can get from almost anywhere on the map to anywhere else given there are enough shipping containers. Let's say I want to get from here to the ship on Discarded. All I gotta do is wingsuit here, do a bunny hop here, gain some more speed from another bunny hop here, and bang! I'm on the ship. Not to mention she's also got the grenade belt, which we talked about earlier, scatter, which is pretty good against infantry, anti-armor, which is quite good against vehicles, and EMP, which is pretty similar to Rao's hack. So it's shit. Equipping spawn beacons as her is also incredibly powerful. S tier. Best character. Now, remember how Casper is the best thing to use against ground vehicles? At least for now. Well, this tactic is the best thing to use against air vehicles. At least for now. The SOFLAM. It basically turns your M5 recoilless into a lock-on that kills helicopters in one shot. Get yourself a friend who lasers helicopters and the occasional jet with the SOFLAM while you shoot at it with your rocket launcher. The rocket launcher is a one-hit against the scout helicopter and attack helicopters, and to top it off, flares will sometimes, as in like 50% of the time, just straight up not work. It is unbelievably powerful, and I don't see it staying in the game much longer. S tier. Speaking of air vehicles, the best air vehicle in the game. Not the scout helicopter, not the attack helicopter, and not the jet. The VTOL. Good God, I love this thing. It's got high speed, 2 miniguns on the side, and this, the 50mm cannon. The VTOL can win in just about any fight against just about any opponent, with the exception of the AA Wildcat. The 50mm is so powerful, it's insane. Enemy helicopter? No problem. Enemy jet? Yeah, easy. Tank? Piece of cake. And not to mention, the 2 miniguns on the side are also incredibly strong. What a vehicle. Truly, a work of art. S tier. Switching gears a bit, the ground vehicles. Which do you think are the most powerful? I'll give you a hint, it's not these. It's not the MAV, not the hovercraft, not the Wildcat, not even the tank. I would argue that the best land vehicle in the entire game is the M5C Bolt. In this single game, I managed to get over 100 kills just by using it with the 30mm cannon. It's fast, easy to drive, can run away from almost anything, can drop down mines in front of tanks, has this frickin' rocket launcher that can track and kill helicopters. Oh, come on! Come on! Yes!
Yes!
It's got everything. I think these clips really speak for themselves. S tier. Now, gentlemen, that's the list. But I'm not done yet. That's right, boys. It's now time to list this game's very, very large amount of bugs, from least fucked to most fucked. The bugs. So many bugs. My XP doesn't add up correctly. I've died, and now the camera's over here. All of my vehicle loadouts have been reset, and I've fucking set them up again. Intense rubber banding, hitting the ground at high speed, and I'm totally fine. Unable to load persistence data. Fuck, spawning right in front of people. What the fuck? Why am I spawned in front of him? Unable to connect to EA servers. No loadout bug. Where are my loadouts? All I can use is the default M5. The boys have dropped in, everyone has jumped out, except for Kai. And away he goes. Tristan has lost all motor function. This invisible platform on Hourglass. Smashing into buildings with a jet. Phasing through the sand dunes. I am horizontally challenged. I am vertically challenged. Let's get out of this helicopter. My knife has shit hit Fucking red. just stab him in the head! My helicopter can't turn to the left. Let the bodies hit the floor. This guy won't die. I'm inside the oil rig. The game has started, but I'm stuck in the map view. What the fuck is going on here? Can't revive teammates if they're close to a wall. Tristan is level 69. Not a glitch, but very funny. Falling into the elevator shaft. Falling through the map, swimming here, and flying back into the map. Whoa! Getting yeeted into space. Tristan is driving a tuk-tuk and walking around at the same time. I have died, and now I can't respawn. Nick has gone completely invisible. Where'd he go? And finally, if I knife this ladder in the right spot, this happens. Oh! Can you beat Just Cause 3 if the grappling hook has erectile dysfunction? Need to reach a high ledge? Sorry, Buster, you gotta walk around. Want to use the coolest form of video game transport ever created? Bad luck, fucko. It's walking time. Or maybe you want to climb up this cliff. Or get into someone's car without them violently bowling you over in a hit and run. Or get from standing on this plane to standing on this plane. Or go up a tunnel that is completely fucking vertical. Or get onto this missile that only triggers if you grapple. Well, I don't know. And I've been trapped in this featureless white box until I beat all 25 levels. So, let us begin. Originally, I thought this challenge was going to be easy because of one simple trick. If you quickly switch between your wingsuit and your parachute, Rico gains a little bit of altitude and a little bit of speed. Do that enough and you can fly pretty much anywhere you want. So with this in mind, I confidently started the game, and the run began with plane standing. Where we stand? On a plane. 30 seconds of intense high-speed Rico gaining later, we fell off the plane, opened our parachute, and landed at the bottom of this cave. And at the bottom of this cave was our first major roadblock. The tutorial for the grappling hook. In normal gameplay, you just grapple up to here, and then grapple up to here, and you're done. Takes about 3 seconds. But all we have are Rico's smelly feet. And Rico's smelly feet can't get up the wall. So, you might be thinking, how the fuck do we do this? Well, it is possible. We just need to think a little outside the box. Firstly, we need to leave the cave and get into the settlement. But Rico has the upper body strength of your average Reddit age male, so we can't climb this pier. We can't jump up over here because it's too slippery, and swimming further out of the cave is out of bounds. What we can do is shoot my boy Giovanni right in the head. Which doesn't do anything. But we can also shoot this barrel into the water. Shoot it over to the corner, jump onto the barrel, and jump up.
Oh yes, I did it!
But not so fast, fucko. Around this corner is a broken staircase, which we can solve with another barrel, climb up more stairs, jump up another broken staircase, up some more stairs, past the cool skull, up even more stairs, and bang, we're at the top of the settlement. Surely from here, it'll all be smooth sailing. No. We can't run up this path here because it's out of bounds. But who cares? Let's run up it anyway, turn around, climb up this small rock, jump off it, open the parachute, and if we've done everything right, land on this corner of this roof. From here, we can, we can jump off the roof, parachute back into the cave, run over to this small structure, pick up an RPG, get back to the settlement, up this, up that, stairs, more stairs, cool skull, path, rock, jump, glide, and now we can do this.
Yes!
Now from here, we can run, jump, open the parachute, glide across the cave, and land on the other side. Okay, surely from here, it'll all be smooth sailing. No, from here we need to climb up, stand next to this tree, throw a grenade at the base of it, jump at the perfect time, and launch ourselves onto this ledge.
Yes!
Then spam jump until we get up here, and now we're only one rocket jump away from getting out of the cave. However, that one rocket jump is the hardest jump in this entire route. So, that's how you do it. Now all we had to do was actually do it.
Bruh! Yes, there we go. Come on! Yes! Oh! No! No! Rico! Yes! No! Rico! Oh, it's that easy, baby! This is easy. This is difficult. Not difficult. This is dead easy. I can do this in my sleep. Bam. Okay. No! No! But then it just fucking rolls away! God! Perché le vito satana! What is wrong with me? That wouldn't have gone in the direction I wanted to go anyway, so it doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even fucking matter. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? That was perfect. Yes! Oh, yes! Okay, I'm up. Fuck, I'm nervous now. Please! No! 3, 2, 1. No, that was so close! Don't you dare slide off. Don't you... Oh no. And now... Send me up, Scotty. Oh yeah. 3 1,000. Jump, bang! Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Stand up, yes! Very good. Okay. Oh, my hands are sweating. For fuck's sake. Come on, go, son! Yes! Yes! Yeah! Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it! Yeah! And now we just waddle on over. Oh my god, I'm here. Yes! 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 Oh yeah!
With that, I had beaten the grappling hook tutorial without the grappling hook. And from here, surely the rest of the mission would all be smooth sailing. Yes! All I had to do was drive this car, get in tank, shoot tank, get in helicopter, fly helicopter, hop out, shoot guys, and bam! Mission 1 was complete. Which probably makes me the first person in history to ever beat Mission 1 of Just Cause 3 without the grappling hook. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Straight after Mission 1 is Mission 2, where we'd be given the wingsuit. Hooray! But first, we had to make it to the top of this hill. So I walked on up, which didn't trigger the checkpoint. Oh no. Try as I might, this checkpoint was completely impossible without... Oh wow, look at that. Now we jump on this car, open the parachute and... Oh fuck. Jump on the car, open the chute. Wow, look, we did it. No grapples whatsoever. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're literally going insane right now. I think you need to be in a psychiatric institution. The next challenge the game threw at us was liberating this outpost. Sounds easy until you realize that this is the tether retract tutorial, which you're supposed to do by tethering things together and retracting them. Obviously, we can't do this, and we also have no weapons. What we can do is run into these barrels and just sort of hump them until they explode. The grapple can't get hard, but Rico definitely can. So I got to violently humping the barrels until they exploded, and within a few minutes, the base had been liberated. Destroyed this entire base with nothing but my dick. And what do you know, we've got the wingsuit. Yippee! Which I immediately used to great effect to get up this cliff. Now surely, from here, everything would all be smooth sailing. Perhaps. Perhaps. However, before I could start the next mission, I needed to play War Thunder! That's right, you freakish lump of shit, we're talking about War Hunter, the greatest, most incomprehensibly comprehensive vehicle combat game ever created. Available on PC, consoles, and mobile. 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and vessels. From 10 major nations and 100 years of history. Each with so much detail, it'll make you leak highly sensitive military data to win a pointless online argument. This game doesn't have stupid, smelly hit points. It has the most sophisticated vehicle component-based damage model in all of gaming. Every time you shoot an enemy, you get an X-ray wall hack vision to see exactly why Papa won't be coming home. Look at the graphics. They're so graphical that I'm gonna fucking... What? That's not enough. Insane levels of customization, camouflages, decorations, historical markings, and even my very own decal. That's right, fuckos, I'm officially in the game. So what are you waiting for? The reincarnation of Genghis Khan to reclaim Mongolia as its own mighty Khanate? War Thunder is now available on mobile. That's right, you can hunt Wart on the train, on the bus, behind the wheel, and in the sky. Click my links in the description or pinned comment and join a community of over 95 million players in epic PvP battles. That's like at least 7 people. On Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and mobile. New players and players returning after 6 months across PC and consoles also get a huge bonus pack with multiple premium vehicles, decorations, and my decal. And best of all, it's all free. Yeah! Thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes. Before Mission 3 could begin, we had to liberate Manea, which was quite easy now that we could more or less fly. And once Manea was liberated, we could begin Mission 3. Quite possibly the most intense mission in the entire game. We need to get this scooter and drive it to a garage.
This is rather chill.
With that done, next on the list was liberating this base, Visa Electra, which was pretty easy, apart from this.
And then you die. Okay. Oh my.
Once that was done, we could start on Mission 4, a terrible reaction, where Rico eats a bag of peanuts and fucking dies. Ah, just kidding. We blow up these tanks, shoot some guys, this huge plane flies in, which is really cool because it's like, save Mario for the 8 millionth time and shit. We have to open this gate to let this car through because poor Timmy on the other side has brain damage and can't go around. Sounds easy enough, but it doesn't have a button to open it, which means we need to use the grappling hook like this. Or do we? Restarting the mission and putting Rico's huge, freakish head under the door resulted in this.
Ow. No way.
Traumatic brain injury Timmy could then drive on through, I could hop in the car, and within 1 minute, do this.
Blow that up. Holy fuck, no! No, it threw me off! Get over here! Get over here! No! Mario's truck! Come back! Come back, truck! Come back! Mario, you fucking bastard! Don't you know my grappling hook has erectile dysfunction?
Attempt 2 went a bit smoother. Just a bit.
No! No! Not at the last moment! Come here, you bastard! Oh, no, please! Please, let me on! Let me on your tank! Let me on your tank! Oh my god.
Miraculously, Mario hit the final checkpoint, and we won. Mission 5. Mission 5 is on this little island way down here, which we can get to very easily, like this.
Oh god. No! Rico! Rico! Ah!
Once we arrived, Rico said, "What the hell?" And we were given an extremely complicated, galaxy brain, 3 million IQ task. Get this guy's boat in the water. Yeah, that's it. Mission 6, conflicting interests. Very easy. Step 1, buoyancy operated aquatic transport. Then, fly on up to this base, find the scanner thingy, leisurely drive to this other base, fly on up to this grill, smack into it, fly over to this town, and fly over to Sheldon. Done. Mission 7 would not be so easy. Turncoat. We start by meeting our quirked up white boy Mario busting it down sexual style in the town square. We collect an armored car for him, which I've humbly named the Mario Mobile, and drive over to a new guy, Zeno, who's in a helicopter. Using the machine gun on the Mario Mobile, I can defend us and shoot SAM sites, clearing a path. Everything was going wonderfully. Shooting bad guys, and shooting more bad guys. Oh god. Until this particular bad guy came barreling around the corner and suicided directly into the Mario Mobile. Not to worry. All we need to do is restart the checkpoint and... Hey Mario, get back here! This began a rather embarrassing cycle, where I would spawn back in, Mario would take off, I'd try to get back to him, only to fail miserably, Repeat. First, I tried using this bike to get back to Mario, but I blew up its back tire, so it was completely undrivable.
Oh my god. No. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with this bike?
I tried again, shooting the guy instead of the bike, but that,
Fuck. Get rid of the bike.
For attempt 3, I got my hands on the bike and drove up to Mario using the assault rifle one-handed, which is fucking badass. I suffered several catastrophic collisions, and Mario managed to get about 3 meters away from the checkpoint before exploding. And on attempt 4, I did pretty much everything the exact same as attempt 3, including getting bowled over several times by enemy cars, but this time, Mario inexplicably didn't die in an explosion.
What are you doing, Mario? What are you doing?
And we won.
Okay, that's amazing.
Mission 8, The Secret of V's Electra. This mission was locked, and to start it, we need to liberate 2 provinces in this region. Liberating provinces means blowing up bases and freeing towns. You know, by shooting rockets at, valid military targets. Stop. Of course. A couple of hours of not war crimes later, we'd liberated 2 provinces and could start Mission 8. So, Mission 8. Simple. Dima tells us to
follow those pipes, Rico.
We follow said pipes, sneak into a cave, brutally assault some scientists, and blow up these smooth brain generators.
Blow these up. What the fuck was that?
Luckily, this one was easy, but any mission in a tight, cramped cave like this could spell disaster very easily.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Anyways, Mission 9, Missile Cowboy.
Splat.
The rebellion has been watching all the hot girl shit I've been doing, and likes it. They're confident they can take on the might of the military, and maybe even win. It's all-out war, baby! Ambushes, helicopters, tanks rolling across the hills. This fight will determine the destiny of... And it's done. Took about 2 minutes. Hooray! But there was a problem. To progress any further, the game wanted me to grapple onto this helicopter, which triggers a cutscene. Shooting it with a rocket launcher did nothing. Restarting from the last checkpoint did nothing. And running over this cow did nothing. I don't really know what I expected from that. Driving a little further, I came across this tunnel, and somehow the helicopter followed me in. I still couldn't get in or interact with it, so I drove on a bit more, which caused the pilot to forget everything he knew and crash. But it didn't explode, and I still couldn't trigger the cutscene. Well, it looks like... Ash! Oh wow, look at that. The next cutscene played, yet again, with no grapples. Damn, I'm good. The very next thing the game had us do was fucked. We had to jump off this helicopter, fly down to this base, and grapple onto this missile. So of course, I first tried smacking my head into it, which didn't work. And then tried standing on it, which didn't work because they covered the missile in a thin film of lube. I tried, and tried again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, but nothing worked. Until I resigned myself to my fate and grappled.
Okay, fuck it.
Look, I know, I said I wouldn't do any grapples, yet here I am fucking grappling like an idiot. I know, but I had no choice. The game wouldn't let me pass without grappling. Look, just, what do you think, Greg? Mission 10 of Cows and Wine. Rico has been really busy doing hot girl shit, blowing things up, jumping on missiles and whatnot. And now it's time to relax. Of course, Rico being a rock-hard, throbbing workaholic male is incapable of relaxation. But our boy Mario has come up with a devilish plan. Make Rico think some sort of emergency is happening. It is not. Lure him over, steal the General's wine collection, and drink it. A stroke of brilliance. And making things even better, the mission starts like this.
Mario! Where are you?
Anyway, we take a quick flight over to Mario, get in this truck and drive it and several barrels of wine into town. Once the mission ended, Rico was in a right state, and like a good member of any rebellion, immediately let the power get to his head and started torturing the locals. Like a boss!
Attach one to his dick. Oh, okay. What? Oh no. Why do I do that?
Okay, enough fun. Lock in right now. It's speedrun time. Mission 11, connect the dots. Not hard at all. Get in this helicopter, blow some things up, get in this boat, drive into several sea mines, calmly arrive at this town, gently arrive at these ruins, arrive at this other town, shoot dudes, and end the mission. Mission 12, an act of piracy. Simple. Fly to this town over here, steal shield tank. Simple in theory, but jumping out of the plane, I just barely missed the tank and got run over a couple of times.
Get me on, get me on! No! No, don't run me over! Don't run me over again!
But not to worry, because I could steal this car, drive it up to the tank, parachute out of that car, and...
Oh! No, the tank! The tank!
Apart from that, easy. Mission 13, Three's Company, we're on a roll, baby. This mission should have been fairly easy if it wasn't for these Muppets, Annika and Tio, in this helicopter. Normally you're meant to grapple onto it to get it to move along, but we can't do that. So I did what we call in the business, a little bit of fuckery. Like driving this car, and jumping on top of the helicopter, and calling in another helicopter, and eventually got it to move, and finish the mission. Mission 14, car standing. Not particularly interesting, but my revolver went silent. And the enemy troops did in fact send it really hard, and so did the Just Cause 3 physics engine. Multiple times. Next, Mission 15, abandoned ship. Normally pretty hard, but we've got this on the Rebel drop menu. The Reaper missile mech, which makes the entire mission comically easy. And Mission 16, which is locked. That's right, once again, we have to do some liberating in this region. So I put on my war crime hat one more time, and began the liberation.
I'm liberating you.
I probably should stop doing that.
They love me so much.
Hey, can I have your autograph? Or a parachute ride?
And with 3 more provinces liberated, came Mission 16, Electromagnetic Pulse. This was the second Smooth Brain Generator mission, and I was confident. Things had been going great, and surely the rest of the missions would all be smooth sailing. No, we start by following some pipes, shooting some boats, and swimming into this tunnel.
Just keep following those pipes.
Coming out of the tunnel, nothing was out of the ordinary, so I assaulted some scientists, like a boss, and pressed this button to open the door. But it didn't open. Oh no. Our way around was in this tunnel. But in this tunnel, all my fears came true.
Oh no. Oh no.
Explosive jumping didn't work, and this space was way too tight to use the wingsuit. I died and hoped it would get me to the next checkpoint. It didn't. I'm gonna skim over a lot of failure here, but just know, I really tried. I really did. I tried pushing some barrels over, and blowing Rico up like 1,000 times. I tried getting on this pipe. I got on this pipe. It didn't help. I blew up Rico another 1,000 times. Nothing worked. Well, fuck. At least the other times I had to grapple, it was because the game forced me to. This time, it really was because Rico simply couldn't get up this tunnel. Well, I guess I have to... Wait a minute, I have a brilliant idea. Why didn't I think of this before? It's so obvious. All I have to do is consult the 18th Blood God Grungus, complete the Ouija board, ride the cow, pogo jump 13 times, and begin the mission suit up. This bad boy was gonna be our ticket out of here. Greg said no grapples, but nothing about no OP wingsuit. So once I completed suit up, I could take my newfound power to electromagnetic pulse, begin the mission, follow the pipes, shoot the guys, swim, jump in the tunnel, and launch myself to victory. Yes! Destroy the smooth brain generators, and we're good, baby! I never doubted myself. That's another mission checked off the list. I am truly the best gamer the world has ever seen. Witness me and tremble. Wait a second. How do we get out? Oh no. Little did I know, this small tunnel was Goo Goo Gaga baby shit. And the exit was this. This tunnel was about 80 meters tall, completely featureless, and utterly impossible to climb without the grappling hook. That didn't stop me trying though, over and over again. Launching Rico again and again into the ceiling, expecting something, anything to happen. But it didn't. Hours later, nothing changed. The tunnel was too tall, it was time to give up. This was where it ended. But wait, you stupid fuck! Do you think I would go up that easy? I'm literally Martincitopants, and I do not back down from a mildly difficult challenge. I'd been trying the exact same thing over and over again for hours on end, expecting a magical solution to appear. What I needed to do was think a little outside the box. And all it took was for me to make one simple connection. We just need to exit the cave. So what if I just went out the way I went in? Ooh yeah! With that done, I disabled the OP wingsuit and continued on to Mission 17. Tangled up in blue. Easy peasy. I blew up 2 million enemies, flew my helicopter into this cave complex, got out of the helicopter to swim through these fuck-ass underwater tunnels, and luckily on the other side I had enough space to, you know, do the thing. I did the thing, destroyed these 3 generators when fucking disaster struck. I once again had to exit the cave through a tiny vertical tunnel. Actually, it was fine. All I had to do was get to the rim of the exit and it played a cutscene. In said cutscene, Rico made this horrific face. And we won. Whee! And who else was there to greet us at the end? But Giovanni, my boy! Mission 18, Rico and the Rose. Ow. Going into this mission, I knew immediately that it was gonna suck. And lo and behold, it sucked. The concept is simple. Get in this jet, shoot down enemy jets, get inside this fuck-ass plane, and land it. So I took off, shot down the enemy jets with extreme speed and efficiency, and made my first attempt at getting on board Rose's plane.
Ah! Come back here! Oh, no! No! No!
I got pretty close, but failed.
Oh.
Attempt 2, I failed again. Attempt 3, failed. Attempt 4, had a bit of plane sex, and failed. 5, failed. 6, failed. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, got really close, but failed. 16, failed. 17, 18, 19, 20, got close again, but failed. 21, 22, 23, 24, and finally, 25, I actually got it.
Oh, there we go! There we go! Oh. Okay.
Mission 19. I thought, after that ordeal, that everything following this was gonna be, you know, smooth sailing? Wrong! Fucking idiot! Why would you ever think that? Derail extraction. This mission would not be smooth sailing because of this. Tio in his helicopter. First, I tried standing on the helicopter, as one does. That didn't work. I tried blowing up the helicopter. That didn't work. Not sure why. I tried going to where the helicopter was gonna take me. Also didn't work. While doing some testing, I moved the helicopter down to the ground with my grapple to see if there was some invisible trigger under the helicopter. There wasn't. I tried dropping in another helicopter since that worked on Mission 13. Didn't work here though, sorry fucker. I tried, and tried, and tried again, and again, and again, and tried again, and again, and again. Anything I could think of, I tried it, and none of it worked. Tio was still sat there, contemplating. Well, there was one thing. I mean, I could just... Yes! Oh well, look at that, Tio's on the move. Now all we have to do is follow him along and... Follow him along and get on the oncoming train. Surely this would be the easy part, right? Wrong! I missed the train and for obvious reasons I couldn't catch up. And then on the next attempt I got run over by the train. And finally... Whee!
Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Beep, beep.
I finished the mission. Mission 20. We were almost done. 6 more missions and my time in this featureless white box would all be over. So, the Great Escape. The one mission that would definitely be comically easy without the grappling hook. It goes like this: clear the room out, hack the door, walk to the next room, clear it out, hack door, next room, and we're done. And what do you know? It's a fucking hole in the ceiling! God damn it! But using some big brain juice, I figured I could simply walk back out the way I walked in. And I was right. What do you think, Tio? Mission 21. Bavarium on a plane. Easy. Nothing interesting happened except Dirafello went like, no, no, no! Mission 22. Mario pissing. Hell yeah. Also extremely easy. Call in the missile mech, blow everyone up.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Done. Mission 23, which was once again locked. To unlock it, we needed to liberate even more stuff, this time in this region. So for one last time, I put on my good friendly guy hat and did some good friendly guy activities. Like this.
Fuck off.
Here he is, professional badass.
And with that bit of liberation done, the final 3 missions were unlocked. The end was in sight. Mission 23, Bavarian Blackout. The third and final smooth brain generator mission. I thought it could be fun to try run up the mountain, but that's dumb. So I didn't. Thinking back to the last smooth brain generator mission, I was very worried that would happen again. But it didn't, so it was fine.
Yes!
Mission 24, Shatterer of Worlds. War. I helped the rebels win a few battles, flew this jet up to the central command tower, went splat, and the mission was done, unlocking us the nuke launcher. And finally, Mission 25, Son of Medici. We'd made it. The final mission of the entire game. If we could beat this, then we would have definitely beaten the game without any grappling at all, even once, for any reason whatsoever. So, I got on the plane, flew it into the volcano, met with General Dirafello in his golden shield helicopter, and the fight was on.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Ah, fuck. Okay, let's call in the mech again.
Unlocks in 35 seconds. It kills me instantly! Come on, hit him! Hit him! Yes! Get in the mech, get in the mech, get in the mech! Hello there. Oh my god, it's that easy.
And with that, we'd won. Now, will you please let me out of this box, Mr. Horrors Beyond Comprehension, also known as Greg? Nah. What? Oh no. I recognize that bird sound in this grass. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hello. I spent over 20 hours on stream speedrunning Just Cause 3. It was quite tough. It tested my patience, my endurance, and my willingness to sacrifice my own personal well-being to obliterate public infrastructure. Our wonderful destination for today is Medici, home of scenic cliffs, bright blue water, giant caves, a horribly oppressive totalitarian government, and me, psychopathic rope guy. Today, I've challenged myself to totally demolish this government as fast as humanly possible. But I'm not just here to destroy the government. I'm going to liberate every town on the map collect all the collectibles, complete every single challenge, finish the story, and get this big number to 100%. So, let us begin. Alright, time. Let us begin, gentlemen. We began our adventure on a plane, and were introduced to the main protagonists, Rico, Mario, Sheldor, the Rebellion, and the rocket launcher. And then the antagonists, the military, General D. Ravello, and public goods. Fucking hate bridges! So, what was the plan? I don't know, just liberate bases, just challenge it. I didn't really have much of a plan. What I did know, however, was that some missions are harder than others, and after 15 plus hours of Just Cause 3, I would probably not be in a good state. So, I came up with a solution. The difficulty gradient. The most difficult things would be done at the start of the speedrun when I was fresh, and the least difficult things would be done last. The main idea was to quickly unlock this OP wingsuit, which is a jetpack, machine gun, and infinite rocket launcher. This wingsuit would make the rest of the game much easier. But first, we needed to unlock it. So, we completed the first 2 story missions, liberated the Visa Electra military base, and started the 3rd mission, where I failed. Oh fuck. No! No! No, Mario! Oh my god. Twice. Oh! No, no, fuck! That's a very solid 5-minute time loss. Great job. Next, we decided to slow things down a little bit and collect some cars. In every town, there's a garage. If you place a vehicle in a garage, it's chopped, and can be dropped to you at any time. Magic. To complete the game, we needed to chop every single vehicle. So we went and chopped some vehicles. The next story mission was very easy. What the hell? All we had to do was get this guy's boat back in the water. So I did this. Rico, saving the day, yet again. This mission unlocked fast travel, which we immediately used to fast travel right into the endgame base. Spooky. We weren't going to do anything at this base, but it was very close to the start of the DLC missions, which would unlock the OP wingsuit. So that's what we did, and we unlocked the OP wingsuit. We then visited the flying thing, shot all the red objects, finished all the challenges, and upgraded the wingsuit with the gears from said challenges. Very nice. The DLC mission wasn't quite done yet, so we finished it, and died again. I can't even move! We've got our OP wingsuit. What's next on the agenda? More difficult missions. Laguna Blast, there it is. Alright, we're gonna do this as soon as possible, so that my sleep-deprived brain doesn't have to deal with it, because this is the hardest mission in the entire game. This mission is a crash bomb mission, where you drive an explosive-laden vehicle directly into a group of military personnel. Because, you know, we're the good guys. So you gotta drive pretty much perfectly. You gotta drive this line as perfectly as possible, because if you lose any speed, like that, then you gotta ditch the road, right, and drive this way, onto the grass, over this part, down the beach, and then you have to bail out at the exact moments that you don't die, like that. So we fail it non-stop for about 15 minutes, but then discover this beautiful rock. Oh, that's good! Oh! It's fucking good! Excellent. And there we go. The hardest mission in the game is completed. In my excitement, I forget to record and lose 40 minutes of footage. Fuck. Why was I not recording? Good one. The next hour of the speedrun, I spent collecting collectibles, completing challenges, and acquiring the Formula 1 car, capable of easily beating almost any race in the game. Now sure, this was all getting us more completion, but it was very easy, and not something I should have been doing this early in the run. It's hard to quantify exactly how much time I was losing through this approach, but it was probably pretty significant. Oops. Now remember, we needed to collect all the vehicles, which also includes boat. So we went and collected some boat. You're mine. The next story mission was a real shit one. You have to take this truck filled with barrels of wine and drive it about 1.5 kilometers without spilling any of it. So naturally, I began the mission like this. Did I just fail the mission? Yes. The answer is yes. And then regular occurrences, you know. Just caught. Are you fucking kidding me? After yet another hour of completing random small shit, we moved on to the Mech Land Assault DLC and Lacrima Island, or as I later referred to it, more like Piss Island. Got him. Piss Island is part of the Mech Land Assault DLC, which as you can imagine, has mech suits.
Can't get him out of it though.
To complete the island, we need to liberate all the bases, do the story, and complete the mech suit challenges. Now, liberating bases is normally the best part of Just Cause 3. All you need to do is just blow shit up, and you win. It's great. So how about instead of doing that, we scatter a bunch of small, annoying ass objects all over the place and make them have buttons on them that you need to walk up to and push. Also, they are painted red, so they look exactly the same as everything else. Then after you've done all that, you've got to release this little dickhead by pressing E and then waiting 5 seconds, and then going here and pressing E and then waiting another 5 seconds, who then causes this bar to appear called Hold the Fort. How does one hold the fort? I don't know. The bar seems to go up when you kill guys, so you sit around blasting dudes for like 5 minutes, and then you're done. It's the same thing with police stations on the main islands, but if the entire settlement was a police station. Not fun. Anyway, we liberate all the settlements and move on to the mech suit challenges, which are actually pretty fun, but they take a long time. Enemies come in waves and must be killed with your mech. The challenge itself is pretty easy, but doing it fast is what we're here for. Unfortunately, the big fat plane comes in and drops 15 parachutey boys at the back who float down at a massive 2 kilometers per hour. Dickheads. Finally, the story missions on the island. After liberating everything, we go to this place, shoot some stuff, kill some stuff, and then run away. Please, 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 Rico. Please! Rico, no. Okay. Excellent. We've completed Piss Island in about an hour. Not amazing, but also not terrible. While we're at it, we might as well do the other DLC, the Bavarium Sea Heist. Once again, there's a special area outside the main islands called the Stingray area. No stingrays though. It's basically just a bunch of platforms in the sea in close-ish proximity. On the outer platforms are our favorite red objects, and the inner platform has this crazy weather manipulation shit that just kills you instantly. Wonderful. To begin our heist, we need a vehicle. A seaworthy vehicle. Perhaps even boat. So we go find this plane, jump into it, shoot this container out the back, jump on the boat, drive it back to base, and stick a bunch of guns to it. Before I get on with destroying the Stingray area stuff, I get sidetracked and do a bunch more stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. In doing so, I find this little car that I haven't yet chopped on this island. How they got this car here is a mystery, but how I'm getting it off here is not. So I pick it up, fly into the big city's garage, and then do this. Ooh! Oh my god! Ah! Pain. Suffering. Agony. Naturally, I don't want to look at that little shit of a car again, and I forget about it. I'm sure this won't come back at an inopportune time to ruin something important. Instead, I go to this boat race and fail it several times in a row. Fuck! Finally, I snap back to my senses and get on with the Stingray area. I get our lovely boat and use its copious amount of missiles and bullets to blow up all the bases. Now I think it's important to note here that this particular boat isn't actually required for destroying these platforms. You can actually do that in any vehicle. I didn't know this however, so I wasted a bunch of time by boating around and shooting stuff from the water when I could have easily used a helicopter or jet. Once all the platforms were liberated, we could begin the heist. The thing we are heisting is this, the Eden Spark. Quite a nice weapon. To get past the pesky lightning insta-kill shit and through to the big base in the middle, we'd need to use the cool boat. Now, let me remind everyone of why Just Cause 3 is great. 1. The parachute and wingsuit. So much freedom and movement, and the movement is really fast and nice. And 2. The beautiful open world map. Heaps of stuff to explore and fly around. So how about we cram Rico into a tight enclosed space with branching corridors, no room to fly, and filled with dickheads and This place sucks. Worse, we need to find these things, called Eden Tapes, to get completion, which have been hidden very, very well. Not fun. After a while, we get to the end and get the Eden Spark. A very diplomatic and eloquent tool that... Then after 10 minutes of fucking around in the small enclosed spaces, I realized that the game had soft-locked me from finishing the mission, and I had to restart. Thank you, Just Cause. Hey, look at that. We're 10 hours in. And look at what we have here. A plane that is also a boat. Woo! Now because this game is fun, one of the many items needed for completion are these. Stunt jump ramps. You get a car, and go. Yup. Bye-bye. To help us, we've enlisted the bravest soldier in the rebellion. Balaclava Boy! At this point, I was starting to feel it. 10.5 hours in, and my mind was filled with explosions, cars, aircraft, and going fast. In this state, my decision making was steadily getting worse. At 10 hours 36 minutes, I did this race and finished it with 5 gears. Only problem was, I'd already done this race. Wait, I already did this one. What is wrong with me? And it completely wasted my time. The cracks were beginning to form. As you can hear, I sounded almost drunk. Hey, I got one of the cars from the Daredevil jump. Boy! A few minutes later, in keeping with my apparent intoxication, I proceeded to do this. How good. What a deal. Oh no. Oh no. The church repairs, they were going so well. As the weight of playing Just Cause 3 for 11 hours bared down on me stronger, I suffered yet another smooth brain moment with these 3 generator things. I thought that they could only be destroyed with explosives, and for some reason, mine weren't working. Turns out you can just shoot the sides and they explode. So yet again, I wasted several minutes. The next mission went fine, but its premise was incredibly fucking stupid. Rico and his buds had to drive in a convoy all the way over to these 4 tanks. Once at the tanks, they would activate an EMP to destroy them all. But I could have just blown them up. Like, what? So we spent 10 minutes standing on the top of a car while it slowly and painfully drove to something I could have just flown to and destroyed. Dumb mission. To redeem myself, I then spent a bit of time flying around in a jet blowing shit up. This was great, and actually served to move the game along pretty quickly. But eventually it died. Bye bye jet. And I spent another few minutes blowing shit up with the OP wingsuit, until this happened. Oh, no. Fuck! I even stumbled across this thing. The most powerful vehicle in the entire game. A helicopter with a big rocket launcher, shield, and generally fast demeanor. So naturally I spent about 3 minutes in it until it died. Nice. Our next mission involved some international diplomacy. Rico had to blah 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 blah. This mission has an annoying glitch where you can't lock onto the enemy aircraft, which are significantly faster than you. So they fly ahead and blow her up. Piss. I restarted the game and the mission went smoothly. What I did not know, however, was that there is a limit of missiles that can be in the game at any given time, and by spamming missiles when the enemy aircraft were flying by, they just wouldn't be able to shoot. But I didn't know this. Now, the Just Cause series isn't known for its realism, but they are very, very loosely based on a real-world operation by the United States called Operation Just Cause. Of course, in real life, there wasn't some guy flying around in a wingsuit performing guerrilla warfare on behalf of the US government. At least as far as we know. But it was a real operation. Quick history lesson. All the way back in 1914, the US had just finished building this lad, the Panama Canal, which allowed shipping traffic to go from here to here, rather than from here, and then all the way around here. As one can imagine, it was quite strategically important. Fast forward a few decades, and our boy Jimmy signed a treaty with the de facto leader of Panama, military dictator General Omar, which would grant Panama administrative control of the canal by the year 2000. Well, isn't that nice of it? It had some conditions, however. 1, they could keep their military bases there, and 2, the canal would remain open for American shipping. But then, our boy Omar died, and was replaced with another military dictator, General Noriega. Now he was a bit of a naughty boy. Relations between him and the US started off well, but quickly worsened, which wasn't helped by him being connected to drug trafficking. The US didn't like this. And then he shifted his allegiance away from the US and towards the Soviet bloc. The US didn't like this. And then he lost an election and went, nope. The US didn't like this. All of this had the US worried that the canal wouldn't remain neutral and would be seized by General Noriega. So they sent a bunch of troops over, just in case. Noriega didn't like this. And finally, the Panamanian General Assembly declared war on the United States. The US... Oh, they actually really liked that one. The US did their thing, seized back control of the canal, blew up some shit, and forced Noriega into the Vatican embassy where the US wasn't allowed to go. So they set up a fuckload of speakers and blasted rock music across the embassy until he surrendered a month later. The UN was all like, no, don't do that, and concluded the invasion was, quote, a gross violation of international law. Abdul would be so proud. Nice. Speaking of nice. Hey, boys! Funny number. The speedrun was going well, but 14.5 hours in, I was starting to lose challenges by incredibly thin margins. This was beginning to take a psychological toll. At 15 hours in, I was beginning to become delirious, so I immediately went and lost another 40 minutes of footage. It's alright though, I got Mr. Snowman on camera, so it's all good. Snowman!
So, we meet again, Mr. Snowman.
My motivation, however, was not waning, and after another quick visit from Balaclava Boy, my spirits were up. Bye-bye. So the next thing I did was drive a school bus packed with high explosives into another military checkpoint. You know, as good guys do. Our next great challenge was this. A boat. This boat, which needed to be delivered to a garage and chopped. The thing is, this boat only spawns right here, and right here happens to be in a lake with no route to the sea. This was not good. My first delivery attempt involved a helicopter, which I had done before, but after 16 hours of Just Cause 3, I simply couldn't do it. A viewer in chat suggested picking it up with a mech suit, so I dropped a mech suit in, went to mark the nearest garage, and fast traveled to it instead. Fuck! It's alright. It's okay. I'm sure this won't happen again. Right? After another 10 minutes, I finally get a mech, mark the garage, pick up the boat, and get it chopped. And I only wasted 15 minutes.
Deep vein thrombosis, DVT, occurs
At 17.5 hours, I came to my senses a bit and started bombing stuff with the bomber plane instead of the fighter plane. It turns out this was actually a smart decision, and the bombs made quick work of many small outposts. At 18 hours, I found the car with the highest top speed in the game, and instead of flying it to a garage, I took the scenic route and drove across the rail line. Definitely lost some time there, but it was fun. 15 minutes later, I began on the second last mission in the game. I didn't really care about the mission itself, but afterwards, I unlocked the nuke launcher. So I equipped it.
One of these.
I'm sure this immense power will definitely not cause problems later. A few minutes after that, I began on the hardest wingsuit challenges in the game. Normally I would find these pretty difficult, but after 18 hours straight of Just Cause 3, they were close to impossible. Pull up! Oh! Yeah! Alright, I did a flip. At 19 hours, I could see light on the horizon. Alright, standing up. Oh, there's the sun. Like the real horizon, not the game one. The end was in sight. But before that, I had to fail a bunch more wingsuit courses. Ah! Are you fucking serious? No. Oh my god. Oh, thank god. Woo! Here we go. My motivation was running at an all-time high. And right before I thought it couldn't get any better, Balaclava Boy returned for the final time. We'd been collecting dubs left and right, but I was still delirious, and in that state, someone donated $60, which made this sound. The fuck is that? What is that? Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Understandably, I was quite freaked out. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? At this point, the game was thinning out a lot, and the remaining items were getting more and more difficult to locate. Firstly, was a church that I just couldn't find. I guess that this was karma for ruining the church repairs. Next up was the mining dump truck. Now this vehicle is very heavy, so being careful not to flip it is important, and I flipped it. Next was the school bus that we've been filling with high explosives.
Somewhat down
I actually found one.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But then, did this. Ah! God damn it. It's okay though, 10 minutes later I found it again. But it wasn't the right bus. Wrong bus. Wait, wrong bus. What the fuck? And then I found it for real and chopped it. And there we go. As far as I knew, this was the last item I needed. So I traveled to the top of the map and began the final mission. Only to realize that I forgot the stupid fucking car on the island. Ah! It's alright though. All I had to do was get a helicopter, mark the garage. No, fuck! He's breaking down. Okay, take two. Okay. Right click. Woo. Oh my god. Fuck. There we go. Oh my god, what a piece of shit. It's fine, guys, really. I mean, I'm okay. It's fine. I'm okay. I started the final mission again, flew into the volcano, dropped in a mech, and am I just gonna be able to one-hit him? Gimme. Oh my god, it's that easy. It's that easy. It's that easy. Oh my god. BAM! That's time, baby! Let's go! And there we have it, boys. Just Cause 3 completed in 20 hours, 9 minutes, and 40 seconds. A new world record. Because no one has ever done it before. Believe me, I checked. But you know what? I can do better. At many points in the speedrun, I lost quite a bit of time. Some mistakes were small and inconsequential, while others were larger and more structural. I think you get where I'm going with this. That's right, boyos. Next Sunday, I'll fucking do it again. That's Sunday the 20th of June, 2021. For people living in Europe and America, it'll probably start Saturday evening. The goal here is to beat the current world record, set by me, and try to get the time down to under 18 hours. Also, the full VOD for both streams is on my Martincitopants VODs channel, so go and watch the whole thing there if you want. So gentlemen, be there, or be square. To Finland. In the last video, we experienced the many wonders of Finnish culture. Building a rally car, getting very intoxicated, tractor driving, dying of dehydration, hydraulic press channel, dying from pissing on the TV, dying from giant wasps, getting into a bus, having the bus collide with another car head-on, getting stuck, reverting your progress, hopping on a motorbike and dying from a rally car smashing into you at 150 kilometers an hour. No! You know, normal Finnish stuff. Last video we died a lot of times, and made zero progress, because every time I died, I had to start over from the beginning. In this video, I've disabled permadeath. Trust me, this was a good idea. Today, we're gonna actually build up our rally car, and, with some luck, win the rally. Death will not stop us, but it'll definitely get in the way. So, let us begin. We began back at home, with the car ready for assembly. I got the wheels from the wasp-infested mansion, and the car was built. To get the car running, I had to buy a few more things from town. Of course, the only vehicle I had access to was the slow, not fun, very boring tractor. Normally getting to town would take it about 15 minutes. However, I got into town significantly faster because of this. The train. Disabling permadeath was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life, because if I had to build the car again, things would have gone down very differently. I woke up in the graveyard in town, bought the battery I needed, and pondered how to get home. Our best option was getting a ride from the guy in the green car. My cousin. Pena. This is a man that has nothing better to do than drive along the dirt road at ridiculous speeds, 24 hours a day, one hand on the wheel, and the other on the vodka. Definitely someone I'd like to climb into a car with. Now, if you were being driven home by a raging alcoholic, do you think swearing at him would be a good idea? Shortly after giving him the finger, he stomped the gas, accelerated to a very high speed, launched the car at 100 kilometers an hour directly into a tree, and we both died. Maybe swearing at him was not such a good idea, so this time I let him drive me home at a much more reasonable 60 kilometers an hour. But you know what can go a lot faster than 60 kilometers an hour? The F-14 Tomcat from today's sponsor, War Thunder. War Thunder. That's right, boys, the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever created. 2,000 vehicles, tanks, aircraft, helicopters, and... Oh no! Combined arms warfare. What does that even mean? I have no idea. It's either multiple modes of combat within the same battle space, or something to do with Siamese twins. Every single vehicle is detailed and modeled down to the smallest detail. Health bars? No. You fool. You idiot. You moron. Every component is deeply modeled. Oh no, my track has been shot. Oh no, my turret can't rotate. Oh no! I'm dead. War Thunder, War Thunder offers the most immersive possible combat experience. And guess what? It's free. Play it now on PC, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, or any previous generation console. War Thunder, War Thunder spans over 100 years of vehicle warfare. Biplanes, gunships, whatever the hell this thing is. Wait, you don't have a joystick to fly the F-14 Tomcat? Don't you worry, fucko, you can fly with a mouse. My favorite thing about War Thunder, War Thunder, is the frighteningly deep knowledge within the community. Some might say too deep. Play War Thunder now on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the description, and you'll get a bunch of free stuff, multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and much, much more. What are you waiting for? Download today and fly a $50 million jet directly into the ground. Anyway, we were not in fact in an F-14 Tomcat, but in Penna's green car. I stopped him at the side of the tractor and hopped out to survey the damage. To make a very long, painful story short, this tractor is a fucking bastard. The very next thing I did was disconnect the tractor from the trailer, which was a terrible mistake. I fetched the bike back from home and used it to unflip the tractor with about 10 minutes of finagling. Yes! Now from here you'd think things would be easy, right? I could just simply use the tractor to flip over the trailer and then drive off. Nope. First, I tried lifting the trailer with the fork loader. It didn't work. Shit! I unflipped the tractor again. Yes! And tried ramming it. It didn't work. Stop! No! Oh my god! Another 10 minutes of finagling with the bike and the tractor was unflipped again. What? This time I took things a bit slower, did some maneuvering with the fork loader, and finally got the trailer flipped the right way around. And the tractor flipped over again. No! Another flip of the tractor and another attempt. I got the trailer completely flat with the help of the tractor and tried bumping it with a beer case to help get the wheels unstuck. What? And this happened. What? This was after 40 minutes of the same bullshit happening over and over. I'd get the trailer flat to the ground, it would spring itself back into position, and I'd be back at square one. I couldn't take it. It was time to cheat. I went back home, saved the game, installed the Grab Anything mod, and went back to the scene of the crime. It turns out this was actually a great idea. When I picked up the trailer, it behaved normally. But when I let it go, it did this. When I disconnected the trailer at the very beginning, it locked it into that orientation at that position, so when I tried to move it, it would force itself back. The only way to unlock it would be to attach it to the tractor, which was not possible with the trailer on its side. So to fix it, I grabbed the trailer, oriented it the right way round, and stuck it to the tractor. Oh my god. It worked. Back home, it was time to continue building the Satsuma, which I'd managed to get running only for one of its pistons to commit die and fire itself out of the engine. I replaced the piston and head gasket, fired up the car again, and took her for another test drive.
Oh no! Oh dear!
Well, shit. Turns out the piston firing itself out of the engine also destroyed the oil pan, and the engine had no oil in it. No oil is bad. I didn't know that the oil pan had a hole in it. All I had done was check the dipstick, which read no oil, so I tried adding an entire bottle of motor oil, which went through the engine and out of the pan onto the floor. Well done. After fixing the oil pan and adding another bottle of motor oil, the car did indeed work just fine. The car worked, but my feeble little brain did not. To test the car, I decided against driving it and instead just revved the engine a bit. Enough to get the water in the radiator hot enough to where it exploded out of the cap. Oh shit. Me, being a bit of an idiot and wanting to get a better look, switched off the engine and unscrewed the cap, which, let me remind you, had a bunch of superheated steam underneath it. Oh. My eyes! Yep. I'm a fucking idiot. Now, the car could run, which is all great, but if I wanted to win the rally race in this thing, I would need to substantially upgrade it. Better tires, better wheels, a better engine, better exhaust, proper racing seats, nitrous, the list goes on. To get these upgrades, we would need money. Lots and lots of money. And me? Well, I was broke. In my summer car, there are a lot of ways of making money. Everything from chopping and delivering firewood, to putting ads in people's letterboxes, to illegally brewing sugar wine and selling it to the local alcoholic. One of the best jobs you can do is finding junk cars by the side of the road and towing them back to the repair shop. The first bit of junk I found was this bucket thing. The day I chose to do this wasn't exactly ideal. Saturday. The rally would be on, and cars would be flying down the dirt road every few minutes. That, however, was not the issue. The issue was these guys standing by the road to watch the rally, and my, less than optimal driving. Unbeknownst to me, this action had sealed my fate. Since it was Saturday, the shop wasn't even open, so I left the junk there and drove the rest of the way home on the dirt track, where every few minutes an idiot rally driver would smash into me at incredible speed. Back home, I sleep. Today was going to be good. Today was going to be productive. Today I was going to get the bat. Oh shit. Yep. That guy I ran over earlier, he died. Yes. Well, shit. Prison. Our stay here was for 10 days. May not seem so bad, especially considering we murdered someone, but 10 days in my summer car is 20 hours. Factoring in sleep, our stay here could be as low as 15-ish hours, real time, no abusing save states, just sitting here. Damn. Okay, time's up. In prison, I had hatched a devious plan. Robbery. Timo's, a simple establishment. The grocery store on one end and the pub on the other. The pub has this inside. A slot machine. Timo lost the keys to it a while ago, so it's just been sitting there collecting cash. The plan was simple. Drive the tractor into town, smash the window with the fork, attach the machine to the fork, and violently yank it out of the store. The plan sounded good enough, and so, the heist was on. I loaded up the tractor and drove it into town in the dead of night. There, I found our victim, Timo's pub, and the slot machine inside. Unlucky for us, though, were these two guys outside. So, with some quick thinking, I used the tractor's fork loader and, moved them. I smashed open the window, attached the machine to the tractor, and yanked it out with ferocious anger. Yes! I took it to the sports field, laid it down on its front, pried off the back plate with a screwdriver, and began ransacking it for everything it had. Everything it had turned out to be 7,000 marks. Not bad. A celebration was in order. I popped over to Timo's and bought myself a pizza. For 2,700 marks. Somehow he knew I had broken his window and had fined me for my trouble. Prison had made me a violent, angry man. And this sent me completely over the edge. I sculled back a healthy 10 beers and began pissing and shitting all over the place. These fucking bastards had locked me up for doing basically nothing, and now they were taking what was rightfully mine. I drank more. I pissed more. I punched this guy in the head. I took the slot machine to the highway and placed it in the way of oncoming cars. I was here to tear down society. Fuck it, the rally was on. They wanted to lock me up for running over one guy? Well, how about I run over all these fuckers? Well, shit. 153 days in prison is a long time. About 230 hours of waiting that I, definitely waited for. It gave me time to think, to consider, to ponder. Was I on the right path? Was a life of crime really for me? No. Once I got out of here, it was time to build the car and win that goddamn rally. And in no time at all, I was out. Our first task was getting the car inspected. I wouldn't even be allowed to participate if the car wasn't road legal, so I had to make it road legal. To do that, I needed more money. And no, I would not be partaking in any more crime to do this. I was a new man. So, my first money-making venture was illegally brewing sugar wine to sell to the local alcoholic. You know, like a businessman. Firewood. First you chop it, then you deliver. 3,400 marks. Sewage. My uncle lost his license traveling at 169 kilometers an hour on the M31, and he's given me the keys to his sewage truck. Suck out sewage, get paid. Sewage. More sewage. The sewage truck is very big. Make sure to drive it carefully and watch out for that pole. More sewage. The tank is full. Time to dump it in the waste treatment plant. Whoopsie, I accidentally dumped it all over the floor. We got cash. Upgrades. Rear wing. Very important. Gauge cluster. Bam. Tachometer. Bam. Drunk man is calling. Drive him home. Money. Green car driving. Fuck. Okay. Listen, mate, I just need you to fuck off. Right now. Grandma wants groceries. I buy Grandma a bunch of groceries. Drunk man, delivered home again. Sugar wine, sold to drunk man. Sewage. So much sewage. Dead moose on the highway. Wait a minute. This isn't Finland. Timo wants me to advertise. Okay, Timo. I'll advertise for you, Timo. I have flipped the car. Picking strawberries. Man insults you while you make a terrible wage. Who are you looking at, you fucking dickhead? I forgot about Grandma's groceries. They've all gone off. Here you go, Grandma. 8 kilos of spoiled sausages and 20 liters of moldy milk. Yes, Grandma. That's awesome, Grandma. Can I have my Yes, Grandma. Really cool, Grandma. Okay, finally. 74 marks. More sugar wine deliveries. Hey, look, it's Penna. I'll just stop to let him cross the intersection. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping the... Is that a bee? And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Inspection. Will we pass? Will we fail? Who knows? Well, this guy does. How does he know? Just fucking banging on the car with a screwdriver. Yep. And what do you know? We failed. You fucking dickhead. Do you know who I am? I need this car right now. You know what? I'll be right back. I fixed up everything Mr. Inspection Dickhead wanted me to fix, got him to hit my car with his trusty screwdriver again, and what do you know? We passed. The repair shop owner Fleetari caught wind I had shat all over the inspection shop parking lot and rewarded me with a 50% discount and 10 bottles of the strongest booze in all of Finland. Thanks, mate. Gentlemen, the time was upon us. The car was working well, it was registered, and it had a few upgrades. The day was Saturday. I could just tell big things were going to happen today. I drove to the rally sign-up station and signed up. Well, I would have signed up if I hadn't forgotten my helmet. Shit. Satsuma was in fact drivable, but had been having a few issues with the suspension. Quite a few issues, in fact. Cornering was basically impossible, and when I hopped out of the car, it did this. I found that if I took a wheel off and then just stuck it back on. So, rally o'clock, it was. I drove to the start, this guy counted me down, and off I went. The race did not last long. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, flip, fuck, shit. Attempt 2, this time, was even worse. No! Attempt 3, this time, was even worse. God, fuck! Attempt 4. This time I took things a little slower. Instead of barreling around the corners at over 100 kilometers an hour and flying off the track, I took them at 80 kilometers an hour, keeping all 4 wheels in contact with the ground and preventing any crashes. This strategy worked. I didn't even crash once throughout the entire track. Just, after I finished. Slow and steady does win the race, boys. Now let's see what we got. Dead last. Alright. Okay, I guess I'll, Fuck! All hope wasn't lost. Stage 2 of the race was tomorrow, and it was the same route as Stage 1, but in reverse. Surely tomorrow, I would redeem myself. I took the car back to the start of the rally and parked there overnight as per the rules. Except I didn't read the rules closely enough, because I parked in the wrong spot. To get to the start of Stage 2, I'd have to take the highway, which has a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour. I'd been completely ignoring the speed limit, which turned out to be quite a costly mistake. This little fucker got me going 115 kilometers an hour. Only 15% over. I'm sure the fine isn't that bad. Shit. That is a lot of money. I didn't have the money to pay the fine, so I just gave him the finger and fucked off. Anyway, I had a job to do. Get a good time on the second stage and try my best to get out of last place. And before I knew it, the rally was on. On the straights I got up to 100 kilometers an hour, and in the turns I could manage just a bit below that. Of course, going at this speed with my flimsy little car, mistakes were bound to happen. We spun, but we could keep going. Then we flipped the car. No! But we could keep going. Then we launched it into a ditch. The door was hanging off, but we could keep going. And then we hit a rock. We could not keep going. I was extremely close to the end, so I jumped out of the car and legged it all the way to the finish line. I still had a bit of hope, despite all the tumbling around of the car. We had driven fairly well, and so I checked our time. It, wasn't good. My time was so bad, it didn't even show up on the leaderboard. A time so terrible that it sent me spiraling into a deep depression. I drank a case of beer, drove to Fleetari's, found the 10 bottles of booze, and drank until I blacked out. And blacked out again. And blacked out again. And again. And again. And again. And then it was next week. During my bout of violent alcoholism, I found 9,000 marks of unpaid fines on the kitchen counter. Fucking 9,000 marks and unpaid fines. So, I was in a lot of debt, the police would probably be at my door to throw me back in jail soon, and I still had a rally to win. Things were not looking good in the Mart household. I needed money, and fast. So when Mr. Drunkman called at 2 AM asking for a ride home, I obliged. I picked him up, and he began his usual drunken babbling. But this time, he let me in on a little secret. His wife had bought a winning lottery ticket, and he had stolen it and the money without her realizing. He said he kept the money hidden away in a suitcase. How much money? 5 million marks. If I could find that suitcase, that would be enough money to pay off my debts and build the rally car of my dreams. Did I really want to steal from this man? I had sworn off a life of crime. Yet here I was considering stealing millions from this guy who thinks he's my friend. Approximately 3 seconds of pondering later, I concluded, money. To find the briefcase, I would have to scour the entire map, every little nook, every cranny. Oh, look, there it is. Oh. I threw it in the back of my car and drove home, having a minor accident on the way. Shit. Oh! I opened the briefcase, and oh my, that is a lot of money. Literally 15,000 presses of E later, I was left with 1.5 million marks. Much less than the advertised 5 million, but hey, he probably spent it on sugar wine or something. It was time for some upgrades. I bought the entire catalogue. The best suspension, the best carburetor, nitrous, a new steering wheel, all the cool body panels, the best radiator, time on the dynamometer to measure our immense power. And most importantly, a cool paint job. Gentlemen, the car was ready for round 2. I gave it a good test on the highway, and of course I got pulled over and fined 30,000 marks on the spot. Fucking dickhead. The car was ready, but I needed some practice. So I took it to the dirt track and drove the route over and over. Every corner, every gear shift, each slight bump and bend. I even got rid of the stick shift and switched to paddles for speedier shifting. And a couple of hours of practice later, we were finally ready for competition. Saturday, the start of the rally. Big things were about to happen. This dude counted me down, and off we went. The car was very fast. All the upgrades had turned it into an absolute weapon on the track. I shot past the repair shop, around the sharp bends, went a bit wide on this turn and hit a tree, but let's ignore that. Past the turn off to my house, past Grandma's house, over the train tracks, and across the line. The pace felt very good, and checking the standings confirmed my suspicions. Ooh, yes. That's right, fellas. First place. I was officially in the running to actually win the rally. All I had to do was have a similarly good performance on stage 2. I took the car back to the parking area and parked in the right spot, and went back home. Tomorrow, I was gonna win. Back home, I sleep. This sleep was a bit different. I was not woken by the pleasant sounds of the Finnish countryside, or even the phone ringing, but by a belligerent drunk man in my room with an axe. Turns out, he didn't appreciate me taking his money. Fair enough. Well, with him subdued, I went to finish the rally. Stage 2. This time I'd parked in the correct spot and wouldn't be incurring a time penalty. I took the car to the start of the next stage, where I signed up, and before I knew it, the rally was on. All that practice had paid off. I knew the corners. I knew the bumps. We flew over the train tracks, past Grandma's house, past the turn off to my house, into the sharp left turn, past the drunk man's house, past the repair shop and the mansion with wasps in it, through the farmland, and before I knew it, the race was done. There it was. Oh yes, we had driven pretty damn good, and were 30 seconds ahead of second place. I knew just how to celebrate. The fireworks back home. On the way back, I crossed the bridge. I'd crossed the bridge many times at this point, but this time, it felt different. About a year ago, and it was quite possibly one of the worst decisions I've ever made. In this live stream, if a viewer subscribed, liked the stream, or donated money, I had to drive this car a few meters. This car, of course, is Satsuma, and Satsuma is still a huge piece of shit. Oh fuck, not again. I thought this challenge would be easy. You know, do a bit of driving, make a bit of money, high fives all around, and go home. It wasn't. 20 hours later, I looked like this. Satsuma had driven over 500 kilometers, and the distance left was 6,500. This is the story of completing that distance. The obstacles, the crashes, the trials and tribulations, the myriad of characters we met along the way, and the pain.
Turning left.
So much pain. Oh my god! Oh fuck! So, let us begin. But first, new merch! That's right, fuckos, it's new merch o'clock! Come on down to Martincitopants.com and pick up some of the finest, most immaculate, least smelly merchandise you've ever laid your eyes on! We've got Finland Racing commemorating the completion of this fucking distance, and the Pissmobile. piss. 1 in 20 packages might contain piss. These garments are quite possibly some of the clothes ever made. Handcrafted by the top 100 ranked sweatshop workers using only the highest quality asbestos, cigarette ash, and the occasional wax that fell into the machine. Go now to Martincitopants.com, one of the finest websites ever created, where you can click buy now on my brand new shirts. Ooh yeah. Shirts not your style? Seriously? Go fuck yourself! We sell hoodies, perfect for storing all your favorite things. Your phone, your keys, your AirPods, a pre-cracked egg, souls of the damned, forever bound to roam this cursed land. And your wallet. So what are you waiting for? A train? Go to Martincitopants.com right now, or I might do something regrettable. Don't test me, fucko. I'll do it. Make some purchases and commemorate this monumental event. You must act fast. In 30 days, a month will have passed. Wait, what? Which means the merch will no longer be for sale. You must hurry. This is the deal of a lifetime. Anyway, where was I? And so began the next several months of my summer car. Arrive at work, stream my summer car, answer emails, drive Satsuma, edit videos, rebuild the engine, stare at the wall, piss on Timo, hang Garfield, drive Satsuma, crash into my cousin, rebuild the engine again, go to prison for crashing into my cousin, can't drive in prison. Fuck. The prison sentence is only 5 days. Get out of prison. As you can see, 6,500 kilometers is a very, very long distance. Just driving and driving a little more and maybe a little more driving. You know, this time I was on the highway and things were going pretty well and I was driving along.
Prank him, John. Legal sword, legal lord.
Oh shit! UFO! UFO! Stop the car! Where'd it go? I thought I might get lucky and see the UFO again, so I stuck my head out the window and looked up. In hindsight, this was a terrible mistake. What the fuck? Somehow, I was fine. The other car, not so much. Of course, I did not go to check on them, I did not make sure they were okay, and I did not make any attempt to help them whatsoever. What I did was tend to poor little Satsuma. Oh, are you okay? Oh, the fuel tank came out, let's get that back in. Oh, this is a good car. This is a good car, yeah, this is a good car. Once Satsuma was fixed, curiosity got the best of me, and I had a look at the other car. It was the yellow one, the one that sometimes hangs around Timo's, the owner of which calls me a pussy.
Hei, onks tää nyt se Peräjärve?
Well, who's the pussy now, huh? Who's the pussy now, you fucking cunt? The guy was definitely dead, but the girl that accompanies him, she'd survived. Even worse, she wanted my help. Surely someone else will handle this, right? Yeah, someone else will handle this. I mean, I've got other priorities, you know, I gotta keep driving, you know. Of course, I wasn't actually dead. Oh, fuck. I wasn't dead, but the guy in the yellow car definitely was. Which, of course, meant more prison. Timo. Goodbye. Timo, you don't understand. I killed a man. Yeah. Sitting in the prison cell in this game gives you time to think, and consider, and ponder, and whatnot. What was that UFO? Why was the yellow car on the wrong side of the road? Did the driver recently undergo a frontal lobotomy? Why did the girl want my help? I mean, surely someone else could have helped her, right? And then, I thought about other things. Okay, how much will it hurt if I piss on the TV? Huh. This isn't that bad. The next time I fired up the stream, something was a bit different. This little guy. There he is! Maxwell. Or Dingus? Why is he called Dingus? From here on, Maxwell will be accompanying me on this journey as my passenger princess. Now, Maxwell likes doing a few things. Firstly, he loves being rotated. And secondly, he enjoys staring into the deepest recesses of my soul right before I make A terrible decision. To celebrate Maxwell, I shot a few dozen fireworks at my dickhead cousin, fuck you, and had a nice meal at the pub. Whoa. At the pub, I found out that I can do this. These guys are having a really fucking enthralling conversation. They're staring at each other really deeply. Give me a little kiss. Alright, enough of that. Back to the driving, and our next milestone had finally been reached. 2,000 kilometers. Hooray! Life once again returned to normal. No more horrific vehicular manslaughters, no more prison, and no more women asking for my help. Just good, clean driving. The car continued braking, the NPCs on the road continued being idiots, I got hit by the train, I got extremely drunk, I went to grab my motorbike and... Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. She's still here. She's been lying there for like a whole week. A whole week and 2 days. So, during the last 9 days, I had died, come back to life, served my prison sentence, got a cat, rotated the cat, got hit by a train, rebuilt my entire wheel assembly, done whatever this is, and she had been lying here, completely motionless, the entire time. Clearly, if someone else was going to do something about this, they would have done it by now. Gentlemen, abduction time. Come on, girl. Come on. You'll be right. Just get in the car. Mark proceeds to kidnap a woman. Hey, she wanted my help. Is she dead? She's not dead. No, I can't look there. No, that's terrible. The leg is stuck in the door. No, I can't look at that. This is... Get your leg back in the fucking door. I'm just driving my car. Nothing to see here. I am staring straight ahead. I'm helping. I should probably wear a helmet. Imagine if she were to wake up right now and just see this dude driving her around wearing a fucking helmet. Just get in the vehicle. Get in the vehicle. What is she fucking doing? Someone in the chat. Accelerate. W-Riz. W-Riz.
That Bill Cosby Riz.
Oh, there we go. Alright. You've been saved. You have a wonderful night. I should probably not leave her out in the cold. In you come. The ragdolls in this game. Oh my god, the back of her head. In you go. No. Man, you need to get some rest, man. With the girl, safely. Taken from the side of the road, cautiously taken back home, and delicately placed on the couch, it was time for bed. That's fucking terrible. Wow. I'm such a hero. When I woke up, she was gone, and in her place was a note. Thanks for helping me out. You are such a nice dude. Wait a minute. Ew! Dude, that's fucking gross! Yuck! The next time I went into town, there she was. No longer in the yellow car with the guy, but standing by Timo's, presumably waiting for me to come and take her on a date. Which I definitely shouldn't do. You know, I gotta keep driving. As I drove on, I crossed under 4,000 kilometers left. Hooray! And while I was crossing under 4,000 kilometers left, I was thinking, manly things like trucks and, engine blocks and whatnot. I am the car guy after all, I have to be thinking manly, mechanical thoughts. Tractors, yeah. Gearbox.
Turning left.
Oh my god! No! Not another... Of course, I really should have been driving. You know, finishing that all-important distance. So that's what I did. You know, I just kept driving, and driving, and driving, and driving. Another hard day's work on the road, and the distance left had once again shrunk. Nighttime had descended upon Finland. And it was time for bed. When I woke up, I had a quick stretch, paid my electricity bill, jumped in the shower, and then I got a phone call. What the fuck? Pretty sure that bloke's supposed to be dead. Why is he telling me to help him move his stuff? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. You win. You win. I'll take the girl out. Alright, Martincitopants. What was the plan? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I have extensive woman experience, so believe me, she's in good hands. Okay, firstly, women don't like men who smell like piss and shit, so right in the shower I hopped, washing off a thick layer of grease, sweat, bugs, piss, and other abhorrent smells. Secondly, perfume. And thirdly, they like a man who is sharp. Behold, Martincitopants at work. One drive into town later, and there she was. I quickly bolted a passenger seat into the car, and introduced myself. Ah, shit, she doesn't like the bucket seat. Hold on a minute. Alright. Showtime. Good afternoon, love. Oh. I just don't mind the stuff. That looks uncomfortable. What's this? Is that cool? You be my girlfriend? Don't touch that. Stop touching that. Don't fucking touch things. Let me play some good music for you. Do you like the Commando 2 soundtrack? Do you like cars? I like cars. Stop touching things! Fuck, I gotta piss really bad. Hold on, excuse me. Oh, that's better. What? You having fun? You having fun yet? Will you be my girlfriend, please? Jeez. Don't touch that! God, you're stupid. Have you got your seatbelt on? No, I'm not letting you out. Why do you want to get out? Don't you want to be my girlfriend? Stop changing this fucking channel! You having fun? You having fun? Do you still want to leave? Are you sure? Oh! I think I should go. I think I should just go. It was a good day. Bye. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Timo. What? The pub closed. Where's Timo going? Is he going out the back? He's gonna get on his bike. No, don't go through my car! Timo! Are you okay? Timo, stop having sex with your bike! Watching Timo crash his bike into my car gave me a genius idea that was sure to cheer me up. Abduction. You'll be okay, Timo. Believe me, you'll be okay. Slam the door on his head. Did this cheer me up? Yes. I mean, it was temporary, but just look at this. Absolutely exquisite. Timo, you're literally the best. Oh, Timo. Timo's doing the thug shaker. Timo, do the thug shaker. I wonder if Timo's will be open right now. Oh, it's you. Unbelievably, we'd reached halfway done. And there it is! Halfway! Holy shit, we only have 3,266 kilometers left. Later, I also found the bus driver just lying by the side of the road. So, you know. I just tried to shut the door, sir. And then my uncle, bam. And then the sports field guy. Oh god. And in. With all three rather large men in my car, I had created the clown car. Oh my god, it's a fucking actual clown car. Well, this wasn't so bad. I mean, I was still a repulsive, hideous man that no woman would ever want to date, but... Clown car. Oh my god! Isn't that right, Maxwell? Anyway. The clown car's nearly empty. Let's fill her up. Oh, I think it's time to smoke a cigarette, actually. I love how the people are causing just phantom forces on the god. Ah, fuck. I'm not dead. I wasn't dead, but the bus driver, the groundskeeper, my uncle, and Maxwell, they were nowhere to be found. In their place were the police, of course. No doubt here to lock me away for all of... Oh no! No! This. Oh. Shit. Well, let's get this over with. So, where's Maxwell? Well, I don't know. I didn't see anything during the giant explosion, and judging by how far other items had been launched, he could be almost anywhere. So, I searched. Along the forest, behind all the buildings, in amongst all the little nooks and crannies, I found many items that had been thrown hundreds of meters, but no Maxwell. I searched the same spots again, around the lake, down by the highway, around every single house. No Maxwell. No dingus. No girlfriend. Well, I only have what, like 8 fucking billion kilometers left? Yeah, 8 fucking billion. Isn't that just great? Awesome. Wonderful. Just what I fucking needed. I just love driving in my summer car.
Drinking.
Oh my fucking god! You people are trying to fucking kill me.
Accelerating.
What? Three, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1. Where's Maxwell? Where's Satsuma? Why am I back at the house? What the fuck happened? Nothing's going right. The girl hates me. I just exploded my car. The one little guy I actually cared about, Maxwell, sent him into fucking space. And every day, my criminal record gets longer. I know what'll cheer me up. Fireworks. I love fireworks. You love fireworks. Don't we all just love fireworks?
Did we prank him too hard?
Glorp is Zorp.
Yeah, me too. Hey, you smell that?
And that brings us squarely up to date. No Maxwell, no GF, no house. The only things I had left were my fucking shit, terrible car, and a lot of kilometers. So I drove. The kilometers slowly, painfully ticking down. I didn't have a shower anymore, so gradually I became filthier and filthier and filthier. I tried taking out the girl again, but she didn't like the smell, or my vibe, or my car, or anything about me at all, really.
You are very smelly man.
Mm-hmm.
You smell like fish.
Mm-hmm.
You should take shower.
Mm-hmm. Oh! Many hours of driving later, we had reached our penultimate milestone. 1,000 kilometers left. I'd made an agreement with chat long ago that the last 1,000 kilometers were to be done on the dirt track. Well, this sucked.
Accelerating.
I'd take breaks every now and then, stop here, stop there, look around a bit, stretch the legs, admire the large piles of... what's this? Wood. Eventually, I stopped here. A familiar spot. The drunk man's house. He used to sit right here while I fed him my homebrewed sugar wine, and he gave me money. The last time I stood here was probably years ago. But even so, it all looked so familiar. The red car, the well, the little table he used to sit at. What is that? I'm sorry. I lost everything. It was all my fault. Everyone is better off this way. I'm so done with this shit, man. Just ended. Oh man. Look, I would take a shower right here. But no, I'm just a smelly boy. No shower, no GF, no cat. What? What? Maxwell! Meow! You a good little guy? Uh-huh. Yeah, you're a good little guy? Uh-huh. He's going back in the vehicle. You know what? What the fuck am I being a sook for? The distance is almost done. The girl still seems interested, for some reason. Maxwell is back. The car still runs. It will all be okay. But I've got some work to do. First things first, this place is filthy. Let's clean up. I'm stacking them up. Stacking them up. Spark plugs. Some more batteries. Put the light bulbs over here. Oil filters can go here. Beauty. I've cleaned up. Next, I need to fix this car. Desperately. We're gonna use this guy, the sledgehammer. It might not look like the ideal tool for the job, but believe me, watch this. Oop! It's getting fixed. She's a beauty. Look at it. Look at it all coming together. Look at that. Back in town, I gave the car a makeover. I've been the piss baby driving the piss baby car for far too long. It was time for something more respectable. Something I would be proud to own. And something that a woman would think is cool. I know. Red. Of course, I had to show it off to as many people in the town as possible, including Penna. Guess who's behind me? Who is that on my screen? Hey, you're not getting away that easy. Sorry, fucko. There's a dude.
Terve! Ootko nää halukas vuokraan tän asunnon?
Yes. A bed! Hold on a second. I'm no longer the piss baby. A sink. Wonderful tap. Can I peel over the floor? I can. Oh, yeah. And just like that, we were so back. The car, good as new. The map, cleaned up. Maxwell, found. And the house, still burned down. But now, we've got an apartment. Finally, I was feeling it again. This was the one. It was time to take the girl out one more time. Please still be there. She is still there. Okay. Hello. Oh my god. She got in on her own free will. It would be pretty cool if this car had a leopard print style interior. What did you just change it again? What, you didn't like the screams? Do you like the Commando 2 soundtrack? Alright, you ready to see the sick drift? So what's the verdict, huh? You having fun?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Stop the car and let me out. No! I thought you were having fun. No, go ahead. Thanks for nothing. Fuck off. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. She's just walking home, you know, well, at least, this didn't happen. Oh! Okay, let's take her advice and make my car more presentable. No more roll cage, no more bucket seat. Let's order some window tint and leopard print covers. Ugh. And voila, it's beautiful. What a fucking beauty. Look at that. Okay, the girl's back. It's date time. G'day, love. How you going? Yeah. Full leopard style. You don't like my zebra style? Are you serious? So, hi. How are you doing? You having fun? She's cranking it. She's cranking it up.
Turning left.
Holy fucking shit. Don't worry about that, love. That's just the voices. Yeah.
Mark, Grandma again. Stop by and finger me good when you get a chance again like
dude,
old
just
times.
stop.
Love, Grandma.
Stop. Ah! Where did she go? What happened? Now, while this might not look like dating success to you, trust me, the magic is working. I think. I'm hideous! I'm hideous! I'll be alone forever! Anyway, once I got a hold of myself, I swapped out the zebra print for the real authentic leopard stuff, and waited for her to come back. At this point, I did consider maybe, just maybe, she'd had enough of me. I mean, I couldn't be certain. I just, you know, I had an inkling. Even so, every lap I'd check the spot, and sure enough, every lap, she wasn't there. I mean, I didn't have to take her out or anything. Like, I could just keep driving and, you know, finish the distance. So, that's what I resigned myself to. Like always, I just kept driving, and driving, and driving. Until, of course, there she was.
Moro,
hello? Oh. So, you like the interior? You like the leopard? Does this make me attractive? Am I hot? Am I hot? So, sorry about last time. But we're past that, right? I mean, like, you know, like... Fuck it. Please play Commando 2 soundtrack. You wanna check out the ski ramps, huh? Alright. Should relax and drink some. Challenging a guy like me to some drinking. Don't be such a pussy, drink some. Alright. Alright, I'll get the real heavy hitters out. An entire bottle of booze. Do I have another bottle of booze? It's empty. No, it's not. Just like that, the final stream had arrived. The very last 418 kilometers of this fucking distance. And how else to finish it off than a final, long live stream? It was perfect. I had done it. There was literally nothing more the game could throw at me at this point. Something broke, I can fix it. Car bogged, I can unbog it. Bug in my eye, doesn't matter, just keep driving. Oh, hey, the watch guy's back. Fucking dickhead. Yes! Wristwatch. It's back. As the final kilometers wound down, I reflected on everything that had brought me here. 300 kilometers, Timo and his store. 250 kilometers, Fleetari and his repair shop. 200 kilometers, Cousin Penna and the terrible bog. 150 kilometers, the highest of highs. 100 kilometers, the lowest of lows. 60 kilometers, and everything in between. Hello? Oh, hi. Yeah. You're going to multiply. Full responsibility. What? You're what? No. No, this can't be happening. No, this isn't right. No, what the fuck? What the fuck? No, this cannot be happening. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Oh. Where the fuck am I? Oh, shit. Damn. Damn. Well, there we are. That is 6,500 kilometers. Wait a second. Do you hear that? Hold on. Oh my god.